Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition. As someone who has played multiple versions of Beyond Good and Evil across multiple platforms over the years, need my words. Because this 20th century version is a bit of a complicated thing to talk about. TLDR, if you don't mind, some minor changes between versions like certain voice lines and audio hiccupes being changed fixed force. Then go and buy this. If you don't mind CQ belting, then feel free to buy his. If you like having behind the scenes views at the makings of games, like I do, then buy this game. Otherwise, if you have played the original version on the PS2, Xbox or GameCube, you own the original PC port, or you own the HD remaster on Xbox 160 or PS3. Don't get this. As a fan who grew up playing BG&E and has been waiting for a sequel for a long time, having the game back in the spotlight for any reason is a nice thing to see. I believe that BG&E is an Ubisoft top 3 games they have ever made, so it's worth experiencing regardless of the version you have. The primary reason to play this version is for the updated graphical quality, newly orchestrated soundtrack and the new content added. The updated graphical quality is both an improvement and a downgrade. Jade looks the best by far, but Paige, Double H, and other characters like May look worse at a time, even uncanny. Those characters have a real plastic-like quality to their model that seems off to me compared to the original's look. The orchestrated soundtrack is personally a weaker version of the original. The original soundtrack is iconic and did not need an update. A feature that would be appreciated would be to switch between the original and the new one. The game received a modest visual upgrade, mostly new textures and materials and improved lighting. The extra detail is nice, and also there are surfaces where I think it comes off too strong. Our brilliance of the original art design continues to shine through. The increased fidelity can somewhat clash with animation quality. Cutscenes are firmly rooted in the Primo Cape area, and frankly could use some smoothing out. Every now and then, fans will also be treated to extra musical flourishes, as some tracks have been re-recorded. So far so good. There have been some minor changes and issues. I have only had minor shutters on sense transitions, but others have reported more serious performances issues. In under 3 hours, I have seen expected light figure outside the lighthouse, some extra geometry clipping in the transit level, and incorrectly mapped material on an existence of boost item, and the code correct. Animation in the UI not playing quite right. The pacing in some cutscenes appears very slightly altered. The pterolimax reveals uses a pen instead of a cat at one point, and in the case of the first cutscene, the re-recorded version of Dancing with Dooms fades in and out instead of cutting, which actually breaks the original dramatic impact a bit. Finally, I am disappointed that the advertised achievements are not in fact Steam achievements, and the requirement of having a Ubisoft account seems excessive, creates unnecessary friction when starting the game, and together with third-party DRM may become an issue for future-proofing this release. But the scavenger hunt, the new side quest you can unlock within the final hour of the game. You will have to go on and search around the world to find these caches, to unlock to get information on characters that weren't even the original release. In essence, this is a sequel baiting. Ubisoft is trying to get you to love these new characters from the sequel they claim to be working on, despite the fact that we have no connection to these people. Other than the final cutscene in this side quest, not much of value is gained from it in my eyes. There are still visual and audio bugs that are present in the original PC release, and the addition of the new things as well as things for the characters and their weapons is not enough to give this a pass for me, is what I would to say, except for the fact that BGNE's original PC release was taken off Steam. So if you didn't buy it before, you can add now, which sucks. To be fair, there is so few difference between the versions that if you aren't worried about game presentation or experience the original. This 20th anniversary edition is still satisfactory. It's still beyond God and Evil at its core. It's still a classic, but currently it could be better than just a graphics update. So since you can only buy this version now, you will have to. Personally, I advise getting your hands on the original console version in my way you can. They are the best ways to experience this experience of the game. But if this is all you can or are willing to buy, then it's not an harmful way to experience some of Ubisoft's best.